Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is your teacher Zaitun Niazi and my Zoom ID is 713-796-2278. Today we are going to continue the same lesson but the exercises part. Unit number 8, lesson number 1, the wise villagers and exercises. Page number 88. I want you to open your books, page number 88. Here is exercise number 8.2, which is true and false. I will give you the clues at the end, but first we will discuss them. The men were cutting the tree with penknives. You know very well that what they were doing. So you have to gather the thoughts or read the text again and you'll find out that whether they were cutting the tree with penknives or the axes. The tree was 2 meters tall. Is this true? The tree was 2 meters tall? By the side of the anthill was a long line of men. Is this true that the men were collecting the ants or anyone else? The chief clerk said the villagers were dangerous. Is this true that chief clerk said that the villagers were dangerous or district officer said this? The district officer did not want to change the plan. Is this correct? The district officer did not want to change the plan or it was chief clerk who did not want to change the plan? The villagers were mad or crazy. In your point of view, what is it? Or in the reading, what was it like? Here is the answer key to Delhi. Quickly, I'll read this and then I'll remove the slide in front of you. First one was true, then false, false, true, false, and false. This is just an answer key to tell you that what you had done from the reading portion, was that correct or not? Here is exercise number 8.3, questions about the line. First is the line written and then there are some questions which you are going to write on your book because these are one word answer or one phrase answer, so these can be fit on your book. There is no need of writing these questions yet again on your notebooks, but you will answer them on the book. The villagers were very angry. They sat in the meeting for a long time. First question is, why were the villagers angry? Second question is, what did they talk about the meeting? What was their plan? Did their plan work? These are all questions which came into the mind after reading this one, that what was their plan after meeting, that their plan was to act crazy. Did their plan work? Yes, their plan worked. Here is exercise number B, that is working with word and find words in the story which have the same meanings. First we will read these words and after that I'll tell you how you will find the meanings. First word is mad. Second word is build. Third word is townsmen. Then peaceful, talk about, road, and declared. Mad, there is one word used, crazy, in the reading part. So this is the second word used for mad in the reading. Then is the word construct. Construct is the second word used for build in that. For townsmen, there is a word used townsfolk. For peaceful, talk about, road, and declared. I'm leaving these words to you. You will find them out in the reading. Here is exercise B2 again, the sentence making portion. First word or phrase. These are some are phrases and some are the words. In peace is a phrase, then dangerous is a word, far away from is a phrase, method is a word, moist is also a word. Odd behavior, also a word or phrase, both you can take it. So in peace, here with the picture you can see some cards and words. First you have to gather your vocabulary or write that, and then you will make the sentence. In peace, the villagers were living in peace. Dangerous, snake is a dangerous insect. Or zebras are not dangerous. Far away from, my friend lived far away from my house. These kind of sentences you can make very easily. Method, this method is slow but it always works. That was the typical reply of the villagers. So these you will write the sentences in this portion. Moist and odd behavior, I'm leaving it to you. Moist is the humidity and odd behavior is the strange behavior which someone is behaving with someone. These were the meanings of these two words, and you are going to make these two sentences, all of the sentences, but first four I had just explained them very well to you people. Here is page number 89's exercise C1. Those are past participles. Before that, in unit number 7 lesson 2 we had done some present participles, and now here are some past participles. First we have to read out the definition, or just keep these things in mind, that why past participles are used and how these are formed. A past participle is a word that is formed from a verb. Obviously it is an action. Is past participle is used as an adjective or for verb tense, and then probably many of the times it ends at ed, d, t, en or n. These letters are the ending letters for the past participles. These are just the probably, not the certain ones. Examples are his painted skin. This is an adjective. Painted is an adjective here, and it is used as past participle here. I have forgotten my lines. Forgotten is past participle here. It is the past participle of the main verb forgot, and in the next portion I'll explain it furthermore. Here are some of the examples of infinitives, past simple and past participle. Infinitives are basically the base form of the verbs, and when we add to with the verb, that made it an infinitive, or it is the first form of the verb. Past simple is the second form and past participle is the third. To be, to come, to do, to eat, to make, to see, to talk, to take, and to write. Be, was, were, or been. Come, came, come. Do, did, done. Eat, ate, eaten. Make, made, made. See, saw, seen. Take, took, taken. Write, wrote, written. These are some of the examples, and in the long run, in the next two exercises, these will be beneficial for you. Here is the exercise about past participles, which we are going to fill in the columns. First one is present participle, second is simple past, and third is past participle. First three are done for you, and last three are left for you to do by yourself. Past participle is walking, simple past is walked, past participle is walked. Spending, spent, spent. Writing, wrote, written. Next three present participles are jumping, eating, and speaking. Jumping, you can end it with ed. eating is a bit irregular, but you will get that because that was written in the previous table as well. Next one is speaking. You can use ed over here. No, you'll figure out when you go deep into it and dig into it, then you'll figure out that what is the answer of. This is another exercise from page number 89. Add suitable past participle. This is connected to the previous exercise. These are blanks. The book was dashed by me. In the brackets, some verbs are written and we have to change them into past participle and put these into the blanks. So, the book was read by me. This tea was dashed by my mother. This tea was made or make by my mother. Next, I'll just read and you'll figure out the answers. All the cakes were dashed by the children. Eat. Eat is the main verb. You have to change the past participle and then you have to put that into the blank. The building was dashed by my father. Build is the verb and you have to change it in the past participle form and put that into the blank. Next one is when the branch was dashed, the apples fell down. The main verb is shake here. This picture was dashed by my uncle. Paint is the main verb here. The books were dashed to the school by Maha. Give is the main verb here. You have to change them into past participles and then you will get to know that how to write them into the blanks and fill them to make for the proper sentence. Here is your next exercise, which is exercise E, composition, and here you have to write a letter. Remember the letter we had wrote in the first unit and lesson number 1, that was about Pippi Longstocking, and this is now our unit number 8, the voice villagers, and here yet again we are going to write one letter. I'm going to read out the statement first. Imagine you are one of the villagers. Write a letter to a friend and or relation in another village to complain about the road being built close to the village and ask them for their advice. Remember to set out your letter properly. Here what you have to do, you have to write a letter to your cousin, either it will be your cousin or your friend, and in that letter you will write about a road which is built recently, what problems you are facing and what are your complaints about that road. This exercise E needs a bit more explanation. In this, you will write a letter, which I'm going to show you in the next slides, that how will you write that letter. But in this letter, you have to write your complaints, 1 or 2 in that letter, and then after that, you'll send it to your cousin or your friend. It is better to write it to your friend because you're very close to your friends, isn't it? So let us proceed towards the next slide. Here is the format of some letters. One is formal letter and second is informal letter. In this one we are going to write the formal letter, and in formal letter you are going to start your letter with the address, then you will write the date, then the greetings, then main body of the letter, and at the end you will conclude your letter, write your name, sign it, and send it to your friend or to your cousin. Hopefully, both the portion and parts of the letters are clear to you. And these are types of letter: formal letter and informal letter. Informal letter is a bit casual letter which you write to your family members, and formal letter is a letter which you have to write to any institute or someone related to that institute who is on a higher post. Here is another format of a letter. This is a thank you letter format. You'll start it with the greetings, share your gratitude with specific examples, and number 3, you'll include the details from your conversation. Number 4, close with an additional thoughts or information, and number 5, end with a polite closing. Likewise, you'll do when you are writing your letter. I'll wait for some time so that you'll see this and all the statements which are written here in the letter. Hopefully all the things on these pictures are clear to you. First is the greeting part in which there is written Dear Jasmine. Second is the gratitude part that she loved to do the work with them. Third one is include any details of your conversation before they met and said something about the organization and their video venture. And fourth one is close with an additional thoughts of information, that is that what they wanted to do next. And last one is and with the polite closing. This is thank you again for taking time for your busy day. I look forward to hearing from you soon and sincerely. And at the end, he wrote his name. Likewise, you will write the letter. Your homework is to write a letter, and that is of exercise number E. And then we'll meet in the next class. Hopefully, now after this explanation, the letter writing must be easy for you. First, you have to write your home address, then you will write the date, then you will write the greetings that my dear friend, the name of that friend, then main body of the letter, and then you will conclude that letter with your signatures and concluding remarks. Thank you so much for today, and keep praying for your country and for yourselves. Allah Hafiz.